Well, today I heard somebody saying, today is 19th, it's so fast. I said, well, it has always been the same 24 hours, always the same Monday to Sunday. It's just you not preparing yourself enough. And somebody said, no, it seems the Ember months are always running fast. No, it's the same timing they all have. Welcome to Family and Values on Galaxy Television. We are streaming across all the social media platforms. If this is the first time you're seeing this beautiful face on your screen, my name is Princess Joy Ayo Abu. Family and Value is a show where we talk about everything that has to do with our family, our relationship, your relationship, our society, every topic. The controversial ones you don't want to talk about, we discuss it here in this fellowship of ours, and it's always a very educative one from Monday till Fridays, and our Thursdays are strictly dedicated to health. Like I used to say, what is a family that is not healthy? It won't work. When even if the baby is sick or one person is sick, that's the branch of the family. The leg, the hand, the neck, everybody in the house will run. So we dedicate Thursday so that we teach you everything about health you need to know. Welcome to the show. It's going to be another educative, informative Thursday. Take that from me, educative, informative Thursday. And of course, I'm not doing this alone. For those of you that are wondering why I didn't talk about my gymming process, don't worry, I'm coming out with something very new. We are rebranding that gymming aspect. But trust me, I'm still exercising. Did you check your BP this morning? What is your sugar level? Well, for me, my sugar level was a bit high, so I've cut down all carbonated drinks from today. Water, here I come. Water is life. Water is life. All right, I have. You see, when you say something and some people are laughing at the corner, you just know that what they are saying, it is well. All right, I have Mama Jensi, but of course you all know her as a Lori, but me, I call her Mama Jensi, and she came, she's doing pink girlish this thing today. No, me, I came yellowish. You come in your pink. Good morning, welcome to the show.
It's a beautiful morning to you.
Yeah, it is.
To all our viewers out there, another beautiful time for us to sit down, relate, share our experiences, and also to educate ourselves and remind ourselves of those things we've forgotten, or we try to just ignore and put aside on your family, yourself, your home, your society. What is our responsibility? Don't worry, I'm cooking up many things for you. And it's so gracious that we are here. By the grace of God, today, Thursday, the 19th. It's a special day for me and my family, So it's another wonderful time for us to have a healthy Thursday. Don't forget to always join us on our national digital live station, 741 AVO app. You finally get Galaxy also on AVO app. On O Prime, we are also there on all our social media platforms. Try as much as possible. Yeah, those are start times. Yeah, you can always find us on the go. So there is no way or anyhow, as long as you're connected, you follow us, you like us. The only thing you need is your notification button so that you remember to join the programs as they come in, as they come in live. We're mostly into license, so we'd love you to be part of the family. My name is Olori Adedeji and B. David. And my friends call me Olori AJ. And one thing I want you to remember is your future is created by what you do today, not tomorrow. What you do today is what your future is created by. And so make sure today is what your future will smile at.
Yes, make sure it's what your future will smile at. Okay, we are wishing everybody happy birthday. Everyone's celebrating. We are wishing them happy birthday. Happy birthday to you, our daughter-in-law. It makes his head, you feel giggles, right? Okay.
So to know, I call her Relief. To know, Desola Adobe David, Mrs. Okay, happy birthday to you. Also to Shay Toriola, happy birthday to both of you, and many others who are celebrating today. We pray this will not be the least. It's just beginning of many more flourishing years in your life.
Happy birthday to you from me as your sister-in-law. Because I'm one of the daughters. I'm your sister-in-law. I'm wishing you happy birthday. Yeah. But send the cake. That's just what I'll tell you. All right. Okay. Yes. Let's go on a break. When we return, we have special people here with us to discuss today's topic. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. We decided not to play in the future because of we have very important people. Yes, they are special to us in the studio. It's not our regular guests like you used to know. And today we will be talking about mental health in men. You remember last week we had a brief intro because Omodaadaa Foundation is having the mental health awareness on Saturday the 21st. And of course, they have their partner NGO here with us to share more light into events. Good morning. We have Odusanya, am I right?
Yes.
Okay, Odusanya Adedeji in the building. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
He's from Arogi Trauma Care Foundation. Arogi Trauma Care Foundation. You remember Adenike mentioned them last week when she was on the show, and they are here to tell us how they'll be partnering with it. Good morning and welcome to the show.
Good morning. Good morning. And viewers out there, morning.
Okay, let me ask, how are you preparing for the forthcoming events, which is Saturday, just close by? Because I heard you are playing Kiro partnership and being a trauma foundation. How are you preparing in partnership with it?
Yes, of course. Our Trauma Care Foundation is a foundation that is an NGO that gives free mental health service for people that are traumatized due to loss of things like loss of life, loss of means of livelihood, loss of relationship, and loss of a loved one. And so we are in partnership with Omodaadaa Foundation, being a mental health outfit, to provide what Omodaadaa cannot provide. Omodaadaa Foundation is an NGO that gives help in terms of healthcare, in terms of education, and all of that. So we are here to, if they can do all those physical things, we are here to synergize, to provide, or to provide the mental health needs of the populace.
Wow, that's a good one.
What are these, because they have the platform, they are bringing you in as a specialist to help to, make it a field mission for them this year. So what are those things they should look out for that you will be providing on that particular day, Saturday 21st?
Yes, of course, on Saturday, being a mental health outfit, we will provide on-the-spot counseling.
Okay.
Of course, we do more than counseling.
Okay.
However, Arogi Trauma Care Foundation, we do telephonic counseling through a dedicated toll-free line. And also we do physical counseling and psychotherapy.
How long have you been doing this?
We just clocked 2 years, April 4th this year.
Okay, now Omodaadaa this year they are dealing with mental health in men, and Adenike gave us an intro how that particular topics and why they decided to put on their searchlight on men. Now, from a point of view as a man, now you discover that there's a whole lot going on. Do you think that men are going through a lot of mental health and they are not willing to talk about it due to the societal way of saying, he's a man, or you have to stomach everything? Do you think that's the reason why Omodaadaa Foundation decided that let's just focus on men?
In fact, that is the major reason why Omodaadaa Foundation decided to it's time to lend voice to breaking the age-long cultural perception as to men not speaking up in the face of challenges. And we look, it's not that female gender is not important, but what we are saying is that there should be a balance, because everybody in the society, they are very, very important, and we play key role. Mental health principles, laws globally is universal and is the same. So the same way things affect the female gender is the same way it affects the male gender. And if male gender is ignored, if their mental health need is ignored, that means that there will be a vacuum in the society, and that there will be a dire consequence as regards that.
Okay, now, apart from the telephony aspect that you provide on from Arogi Trauma Care Foundation, can you give us a particular thing? Just point them out for us,
Okay.
so that we can, our viewers at home can really know what they should be looking for.
Okay, as part of activities on that day, we are bringing in resource persons to really come and deal with this issue of, mental health in men. Not restricting ourselves to a particular, perspective. We are bringing in resource persons, that will come and speak from their own view, experience in life. Yes. Then we're also bringing in experts, like psychiatrists of notes, that will tell people, so that people will know from that angle what is all about men's mental health. Why do I even need to speak up? Why is it normal for me to be vulnerable on that day? Because all these are age-long, mindsets that we have been imbued with, and on that day we want to trash that myth. So hearing from professional angle and hearing people talking about their life experiences, we go a long way to dispute these mindsets.
I want to ask this now. We see Nika gave an instance of a man who was sitting and she tried to share with us on Thursday last week. And I want to ask, I've also come across men who they look troubled, they look disturbed, they look traumatized, and you see them, you think they are actually mentally deranged. Can we say, let me ask, what are the instances in men that we really need to look out for, that can easily make them be mentally unstable, mentally troubled, mentally, disturbed, that you see that many will not even have your back, move around, and so you think they're actually mad. You don't see them as somebody who is troubled. Like that said, the man wanted to get some drugs, she gave him money.
He was just confused.
And I also heard of a man who went to a particular place, and because he had what do you call it now? He was impotent, and so he's being all troubled, disturbed, and everything, and he could not share with his family, and he's been troubled to go and get married. And because he knew what he was going through, his parents did not know. And so he was looking troubled, so troubled. And it took a lot of process for him to find help. And after he found help, he was looking better. So what are the things we need to look out for in men that will make them lose their personal look, their being, their mental trouble? What are those things? Can you point them out to us?
Yeah, okay, first of all, whenever, because of the cultural belief associated with, your expectation in terms of going through challenges, men don't want to speak up. And when they don't speak up, indirectly, they banish these issues into the unconscious. And when they banish them into the unconscious, these things are not forgotten, and they are there. And one way or the other, whenever men, maybe due to triggers around, they lose their guard, those things vanish in the unconscious, they intrude into the consciousness, and you begin to see behavioral responses like irritability, anxiety, like withdrawal from the environment, and worry. Most of these things, unconscious now take the place of the consciousness, whereby things that are associated with consciousness are relegated to the secondary, while issues in the unconscious now begin to bother them. And because of the fact that we cannot escape triggers, we cannot escape from our environment, these people continue to be perpetually, because those issues are not dealt with, continue to be perpetually, display this kind of outward, behavioral responses. And when these people are worried, it leads to a chain of other mental health challenges. For instance, somebody is worried, person, worry can be stressful. And when you are stressed, when you are stressed, your body releases stress hormones. And stress hormones are just meant for few time for us to face challenges and all of that. But because there is a constant state of worry, these people are constantly under spell of stress hormones. And stress hormone, much in the body, makes the core body temperature to be hot. And when the core body temperature is hot, due to stress hormones, those men find it hard to have a natural sleep. And when they are not sleeping, that can make them to slide into what we call depression.
Okay, as you're explaining, I can literally picture a whole lot that is happening in the heads of men. There was a video that went viral online of a couple sleeping back in each other, and the man in his mental head, he was saying, how do I pisco face the rents, and the woman on the other was like, she's thinking about the side chick. Look at it now, he cannot cuddle me. That woman, I'll deal with that woman. And he was busy saying, how do I pay rent? That video spoke a lot to me. The man is consciously thinking how to make the family work. The woman on the other hand is saying there is one girl out there. Now my question is, which is likely going to be my final question, do you think that the rate of mental health associated with men is because of the pressure coming from society and from their wives? Because there's the statistics that said married men have the high rates of suicide and all of that. So I want to know, because when we are talking about mental health in men, I'm thinking, if the woman is giving the man peace, sis, don't be the reason for this thing. Or is it the men that will carry the problem and put it on themselves by themselves? Because we have this issue. So what are those major causes that you can point out from working with your foundation? You've had a lot of counseling that maybe out of 10-20 men you can say, okay, this is common problem associated with all of them, and this is why there's that high mental health. Can you
yes, of course. Family pressure is part of it, but it's not really it. It's just part of it. Major pressure comes from this environment, this society. But when you find a man that did not marry right, definitely that kind of man will have a family that is toxic, adding to the pressure from the society rather than buffering the pressure from the society. And when that happens, a man is supposed to go to work, coupled with all the stresses out there, and be happy that, thank God, I'm going to a safe environment. However, if contrary is the case, once he gets home, that is the continuation of the pressure
back to romance
from this. So that kind of person is more susceptible to mental health challenges. Yes. But why I said family is not really the case. In a situation whereby you marry right, given the pressure out there, you have a wife that is understanding. Even though those challenges are there, you are still rest assured that, okay, this issue, this and that can still be penned. Unlike a situation whereby you have a wife that you don't even say eye to eye. Before the issue start between you and the wife, the fear that will engulf you, the worry that will engulf you, in fact, will have primed you for the challenges.
Prepared. Bring it on. Let's go. Bring it. That's what it's trying to say. Anyway, because many will be like, these are guys who are boys. So, the trouble from outside, let me bring it down home now. The trouble from outside, the society, the bus conductor, the driver, the driver that will drive like, you know, something just happened, or you want to cross the road and somebody just woo woo and you were in the middle, oh, I don't know what's going to happen, you know, every other thing like that. You bought something on the road or someone just splashed water on you, all those societal problems.
And friends that are preparing your status,
you know,
with big cars and this thing.
Prepare him with a prime, that's why
romance.
Prime him. You know, he has prepared his mind. By the time he now gets home, hey,
and that means romance.
He has now pour petrol, and that's all those toxic activities outside.
The man will not sleep.
So thank you so much.
Thank you. People will now join in, right?
That's really, it's really traumatizing. It's really troubling for men out there. Seriously.
Okay, so as
a woman who cannot.
Women always find their way.
Come back here. Some men, they will not. While some will sit down, carry stool with you. And thank you for joining
us. But then now before we let you go, what's your advice to men out there? Yeah, because I want a man to give them this advice. What's your advice to men?
My advice to men out there is simple. That it's normal and it's okay to be vulnerable. You know, the society teaches us, we any gender, that we should man up, we are not supposed to cry, things like that. Remember what I said, that mental health principles is universal and is global. So it's normal. If you feel like crying, it's normal to cry, so that when you cry, you sweat, those things that are supposed to be repressed, you vent them out. They come out with your tears and your sweat, and rather than repress this thing in the unconscious, you feel free and your mental sanity will be normal and balanced.
All right, thank you very much. Men, you've heard it. Cry if you have to cry. Cry. Johnson, if you miss me, cry. All right, let's go on word of mouth. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Thank you. A foundation that is partnering with them. Welcome. Okay, the first our first guest had done justice, and then we have our second guest here. It's in Oluwa Onifade. It's in Oluwa Onifade. That's a wonderful name. And so good for you. Look at how beautiful you're looking, you know. all right. Now, what is your foundation really going to do in the Omodaadaa Foundation? I know that Odusanya said a little bit into it, but what role are you basically going to be playing? And why did you choose to partner with them? Like, okay, let's just look at it.
Okay, so thank you for having me here on this show. Adedeji Trauma Care Foundation, it's a foundation focused on providing free therapy, psychotherapy to people that are traumatized. Free, because at the core of our values and commitment is to see to it that we have society free of emotional toxicity in the environment, and so we are coming out there to, advocate for speaking up, for speaking up and also seeking help. And we provide this platform from Adedeji Trauma Care Foundation to provide solutions to traumatizing individuals that are going through trauma and everything. So basically the focus of our partnering with Omodaadaa Foundation is to also provide this help, psychotherapy to individuals that are going through trauma. And of course we'll be focusing more on men's mental health. So part of what we'll be doing on that particular day, that on Saturday, is to see to you that we provide on the spot counseling to people that are ready to speak up. That is one. Secondly is that we also provide expertise of information. We believe that through the communications that will be available that day, people will be available to information that can also help them. Because one thing is that there are problems everywhere, and it has been said that problems not shared. I mean, okay, problems shared is problems. But now I also want to add to it that problems not known cannot be shared. And and problems that are not shared cannot be solved. So this platform is to provide awareness about your mental health. So when you are informed about what is going on with you, your mental health and everything, you already got the information. Then you can know the right place to seek help. Because sometimes people can just be confused about, of course they know they are going through a lot of things. They don't even know what exactly is going on with them. So the awareness platform, the advocacy, will give the right perspective about what they are passing through. And then through that program, they will be able to say, okay, I can speak up. And
it's free, right? aside the Omodaadaa, this in your foundation give that free, so someone can walk in and wow.
Yes.
Okay.
You talked about the psychotherapy. How does that move? And again, I want to ask, some will like, why for women too? Does that mean if women shows up that day, they can get the same benefit made available for men, or is it just strictly for men? Just like it's strictly by the Now, two, what is the psychotherapy all about? What are the things involved in psychotherapy that they will be going through that day? Because if I'm going somewhere, let me know what it I'm going to face, so that I'll not get there and they'll say, off your blouse. Stand up. I didn't hear this one. So, what are those things?
Okay.
What does it mean to have psychotherapy? Can you break it down?
Okay, so the focus actually is for men. We are just trying to focus more on men that particular day. But that doesn't mean that if a woman come and say, oh, I have issues and all of that, it can actually be attended to. Then psychotherapy is actually a therapist provided by professionals, psychologists, to providing solutions to psychological problems, issues, mostly through counseling, through talk therapy, because we believe that sometimes solutions are inherent in human beings, but psychotherapy is just a way of navigating, troubleshooting, and bringing those solutions to bear, and so that people can say, oh, I can actually do this, because generally, as human beings, we are configured, we have this 14 inborn to actually be able to navigate, just like GPS. But sometimes because of trauma, because of pressures, because of different kind of things, we find ourselves stuck. And so therapy helps you to actually help you to have like a clear view, a big picture of what is going on with you, and be able to actually navigate through the problems.
When you were talking of free, I was emphasizing on it that is it free because you yourself are a psychologist. Am I right?
Yes.
Clinical psychologist. The same way with your colleague on this page. Now, after this whole 21st ceremony and event is over, how can one walk in? If let me assume I was passing by and I'm hearing people talking and they say, okay, you're free, and I walk into your foundation and I'm not weekly dying. Are they hidden things that it's okay, go and run this test, so it will cost you this amount, or do you offer all that in one? Because of course, from a point of psychologist, you'll be able to detect looking at someone, and the moment the person start talking with you. But we are in a society where people say, no, this one they are saying free. Lila, if you go there must be something hidden. And we know we've had professionals here that have told us, and we know that trauma therapy sections are expensive.
Definitely.
So for somebody to now say, I'm offering that free, I want to know the genuinity in that freeness, because our viewers are watching and they are listening and they will come. So we don't want to say, hey, they charge us. So is it totally free after the Omodaadaa? Even when somebody walks into your foundation, you people offer services free. Let's get that clear.
Okay, so we've encountered these similar questions every day. Even when clients walking into our foundation, they come with a kind of doubting at, do you mean this? So sometimes after first session, second session, they'll be like, I'm not coming again. But we will still assure them that this thing is free, because they vision of the president, of our president, the pioneer and the founder of our foundation, is to see to it that people actually have access to avoidable therapies. But let me give a caveat. Now, there are therapies, and also sometimes people can actually be having mental health issues that are kind of severe, like mental illnesses, like probably psychosis, schizophrenia, substance abuse, that we need medically assisted therapy. Of course, so what we do is that through our own therapy, of course this therapy does not actually require medications or anything. We offer that help. But when we get to a stage whereby there are severe psycho that we need medical assistance, because at our foundations we are just comprised of clinical psychologists, therapists. So, but we partner, or we have a partnership with maybe psychiatrists and other professionals, because when it comes to mental health, it's a more multidisciplinary
body
coming together. So, but if it is trauma, all these psychosis and everything that does not really require medically assisted therapy, is totally fine.
Or if it is the trauma that is caused by food.
So you can
if it is trauma caused by food,
we provide the food that
we don't provide food.
So also what you're trying to tell us, in essence, is that it's only you need to get all the medical prescribed drugs by pain, but anything that require clinical treatment
by psychologists.
By psychologists, you do that totally
for free.
Which is more, it's good though. See, one thing about us in Nigeria is
you don't take advantage
fear
of
always make us to lose great opportunity. We rather want to go to where we think they will collect lots of money from us. Yes, but those things that will come so cheap, we don't value it. Please, let's value this. It's an opportunity. Let's be there on Saturday the 21st. It's going to be a wonderful time. I'll be there because I want to clinically check myself.
but then now,
no, wait,
I know you want to ask a question.
I'm going to ask a question. Now, Tunoluwa, there are times we see things like this and we don't take it for granted. We take it for granted and we don't appreciate it. I want to ask this because me, I am very concerned about people. You can't be giving me money and I'm not asking you. I'm on alpha. Don't just be giving me fish. Tell me how you fish. So I want to ask, how does Arrogate Trauma Care Foundation sustain itself, manage itself? Because it's not going to be, what's the name of your president again?
Dr. Ojis.
Okay.
Yes,
Now,
Dr.
we know that the brain behind the Omodaadaa Foundation is Mr.
Omodaadaa.
Okay.
Okay, and I want to ask, how do you sustain this? Because you talk about the telephony aspect, like
Toll-free.
a call which is toll-free, amount of toll-free, you know, all these things, you know, we have good opportunity like this. How do you sustain that? Then now, when it comes to after the program and they want to reach out, I know you give them phone and numbers and whatever toll-free lines they need to call. What of people who would not make it down there on Saturday and they're watching and they can't make it down?
Okay.
What would be your advice? Because we have people who are watching us from Kaduna, from Kano, from Delta, from Wari, from
all over.
You know, so what will be your point of reach out?
Okay.
So I'm asking you
Two questions. Okay. So the first question, let's just address that. Adedeji Trauma Care Foundation is actually a way of giving back to the society by our president. So our president owns another company entirely, which focus on brand activation, so brand marketing activation, and is one of the best brand marketing activation in Nigeria, even in Africa. So 2 years ago, it came with, okay, so how can we give back to the society? And two things actually. It also came from his own experience, personal experience of going through some issues personally and everything. So he felt like, if I can go through this thing and it's this expensive, I wonder what's common, the masses that are going through similar experiences and cannot even afford this thing. So it's a way of giving back to them. So it's a Arrogate Trauma Care Foundation is actually like civil social responsibility part of Brands Optima Limited. So Brands Optima Limited are the one responsible for sustaining Arrogate Trauma Care Foundation. Although we are also open to sponsorship, we are open to grants from donors to actually also.
All right, just like we are also open for sponsorship on Family and Value. So come and sponsor Family and Value on Galaxy Television.
Now the second question: how do we reach out? Your social media handle, your I don't know what number to call for those who want to reach out to that toll-free line, and what number should it be? And all that.
Okay. So we have a website, arrogatefoundation.org, www.arrogatefoundation.org, and then we are also on all social media: Facebook, Instagram, Telegram, all social media handles. So our phone number, our toll-free line, 080 then 000 20010. Okay, let me call it again. I think I made a mistake. 000 080 3 zeros. Then we have, I think I'm mixing it up, but let me just check my phone.
Now check and give us that before we go. Now while you're checking that, I want to ask this. Now at the Omodaadaa Foundation, right, the event that is coming up on the 21st now, she did mention that they'll be having side attraction. Now, because I'm talking for the typical layman out there that would leave his work or leave his job on Saturday or whatever he's doing. I said, let me go to this foundation now and go and check. Now you're talking about clinical psychology check and everything. Number one, they'll tell you is, I have not eaten, and you were telling me, yes. Are there side attractions coming from your end to the people you're going to be attending to? Because the first thing somebody will meet you, a man will meet you as you're saying, what is wrong with you? You say, I've not eaten. I'm just telling you what you should expect on Saturday. Yeah. So I'm talking from your own foundation in partnership with Omodaadaa Foundation. Are you having side attractions? Because what do you mean by side attractions? Are you having item 6 for the men that will come?
Definitely, sure.
Because men, I'm talking on your behalf. Light. So don't go there and be asking for this thing, but it's important you go there and have your mental health checked, which is key. Because I saw a video last week, and I was saying it here, a man that was supposedly mad because of his looks and the way he was looking. By the time they transformed him, there was no trace. He was sound. But looking at his first thing, you would feel like you can run away from him. And that is a case of someone that went through serious, probably depression or something, and just wanted to talk to people about it. Now, how confidential, that's my question, how confidential are the informations that those men will be giving to? Because that's another thing. Somebody coming to you and being vulnerable is another thing for you to hold on to. Because you might just see one man that lives in your neighborhood and it shows up. So how confidential are the informations that they are giving to you people?
Okay, so thank you so much for that question. It's a very crucial one. At Arrogate Trauma Care Foundation, we have licensed clinical psychologists. Licensed means that we belong to a body, an association that holds us responsible for our actions. And because there are ethics guiding our profession, just like medical doctors and everything, we have ethics also guiding our profession. And one of the ethics, in fact, foremost ethics, is confidentiality. We don't just release information about people to other people, and we establish that right from the point of establishing our therapeutical rapport with them, just to create a safe place for them, to let them understand that, see, this place is a safe place, it's safe space, it is confidential, we don't release your information, and you have every right to even sue us if you get to know that you have your information out there. So that is the ethics that guide us.
All right, thank you very much.
I also want to believe that the certificate is will be revoked if anything like that
Exactly,
happens. So
yes.
they are core professionals. They are core professionals. They're not just by the road. So if you hear psychologists, they are core professionals, and they don't have to leak anything you share or you release with them. It's their profession. That's the number one kind of legend to you as you sit down and share with them.
All right, yeah.
So finally, just let us know the day, the place, the time that we shall be there.
Okay, Saturday 21st of September, and it's taking place at let me check my flyer. So it's taking place at yes, Yomi Felix Park. Yes. So Dr. Abayomi Phoenix Recreational Park. So number 3 Okwebi Link Road, Harlem, Ikeja.
Okay.
Yes.
So do you have the toll-free line that you could call
Yes,
out
yes,
to them?
yes,
All
yes.
right, let's quickly
So
have that.
08030010020. Let me call it again. 08030010020.
Okay.
All right, thank you so much. Thank you. We'll see you on Saturday.
Okay, so it's been another wonderful time with the Omodaadaa Foundation. Today we had a full package for you to also know what is involved coming on Saturday. So I want to believe all the men, please show up. It's free. They're not charging you, not even for the consultation or the card. They're not charging you for anything. But it's for your well-being and it's your mental state. So I will implore you to please be there. It's 9 a.m. in the morning, and we really need to check ourselves. We need to look out for ourselves, our well-being. Today is always Thursday. I pray that today will be a wonderful one for you and I. My name is Remy Olori. Hope to see you tomorrow. Splendid day ahead of you.
Yes, it's going to be a splendid day ahead of you, and tomorrow we will be discussing keeping the spark alive, nurturing romance and intimacy. Let's keep that spark alive, nurturing romance and intimacy. That's what we'll be rounding up our week with tomorrow. All right, have a peaceful, safe Thursday. Whatever happens out there, protect your mental health. That's just what I'm going to tell. Whatever happens out there, protect your mental health. I'll see you tomorrow. My name still remains Princess Joy Ayo. I will have a splendid Thursday. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.